this video I'm going to share with you the different types of brand names, and then you're gonna learn how to find a name for your brand. So stick around. Hello everyone, this is Arek Dworniczak. At eBay Design, my mission is to help you design iconic brands. So let's look at some of the most famous brand names and see what we can learn from them. And the first type of name is the name after founder. You see, many companies are named after founder. It might be easier to protect that type of name and it satisfies an ego. And naming after founder works extremely well in fashion and luxury goods. And a great example is Gucci, named after founder Guccio Gucci. And another good example is Tiffany, named after Charles Louis Tiffany. Founder names are best for luxury and high-end brands, but the downside is that if you sell your company and if they take it down the direction that you don't love, you've just lost your name and your own identity. So the second type of name is descriptive name, and descriptive names work well by telling you exactly what the company does. And these names convey the nature of the business, and a great example is Facebook, a book of faces. Descriptive names clearly communicate the brand story. Another good example is Groupon, a group of coupons. They are usually hard to trademark, so you may want to slightly tweak the words. The next type of brand name is a fabricated name. Because it's so hard to find new names, companies invent names by changing, adding, or removing letters. And a great example is Kodak, which is just a made-up name invented by the founder who is just like the K letter. And another good example is Verizon, which originates from the word horizon with a small tweak to it. And these types of names offer the most creative altitude for a brand, and they might be easier to protect. And then we have also metaphor names. And these types of names work well by reflecting imagery and meaning back to the brand. And a perfect example is Nike, which is a Greek goddess of victory. Metaphor names bring to mind the experience or positioning of a brand. Another good example is Amazon, which is the largest river in the world. You see, these names are interesting to visualize and make for powerful differentiators. And we also have acronym names. And acronyms have been used since the branding beginnings, and they're usually just a few uppercase letters. And the most known example is probably IBM, that stands for International Business Machines. An acronym is often just a shorthand version of a descriptive name. Another good example is CVS, that stands for Convenience, Value and Service. But who really cares about that? It's just CVS. So they are usually chosen to solve the big problem of multi-word long names. However, they are extremely hard to protect. And the last category of brand names on my list is real words. And they are just words taken out of a dictionary that suggest some attributes or benefits. And a great example is Uber, that means superior, excellent, more than just a taxi. Another good example is Sharp, that stands for the company's first product, an ever sharp pencil. And these types of names work well for brands with big, bold and broad ambitions. So as you already know, you can name your brand in a variety of ways. Do you have a preference for a particular type of name? Leave a comment below. Now, your brand name should have the following qualities. And if you want to learn more about naming, check out my blog, where you can find 3 different articles about brand naming and more examples of famous brand names and how they were created or what they stand for. So hopefully it will all inspire you to find a unique name that works well for your business.